Hello, everybody. This is Swati live from Los Angeles. So, what we are trying to do is use mindfulness meditations as well as philosophy to move more towards the quest we have. We all have a quest. We have about 3 months. In these 3 months, I'm going to teach you how you can move more towards your quest. I can't have the specific answers for you, but I promise you will learn ways to move more towards your quest. Most of us, our quest is a lifelong quest. Relationships, happiness and peace and harmony, as well as any career goal. It's going to be a lifelong quest. However, the good news is there will be milestones. You will reach milestones. And one thing I would like you to do is to use being mindful to notice when you reach the milestones. And you are going to reach the milestones. So, in order to do that, today I'm going to raise a few questions. I would like you to think about these questions. And once you think about the questions, then there'll be some thoughts that will come to your mind. And we are going to do a meditation on mindfulness of your thoughts. There'll be feelings, there'll be images. You'll be openly aware of whatever comes to your mind, but your primary attention is going to be the thoughts. When you start with a question in your mind, you will have thoughts and you are going to pay attention to the thoughts. And then during the meditation, you will see where these thoughts lead you. There is no plan, there is no suggestion other than just keep coming back to the thoughts. No need to analyze. If your mind starts analyzing, that's okay. Just notice it's analyzing and then come back to whatever thought you started. Or if there are feelings, strong feelings that these thoughts are generating, notice these feelings and then again go back to the thoughts. When images come to your mind, notice these images and go back to the thoughts. The thoughts will be something about the question. So let me first get to the thoughts that I'm talking about. I'm going to do a screen share with you because I have prepared a slide, and let me see if I can share it, and then we can talk about the questions. Okay, I assume you can all see it. Okay, so now these are the questions I would like you to ask yourself. If your quest is to have better friendships with family, friends, or to have more friends, if that's really what you want, then you want to know what you want to do. You want to forgive, forget, you want to learn to communicate better, or you want to change your expectations from yourself as well as the people who you want to make friends with or have better relationships with. What is it? Ask these questions to yourself. If your quest is some career goal, either you're working on a project, you have taken up maybe some kind of a career or some kind of self-employment, you're wondering whether to stick to this self-employment or just to go back to a regular job. Or maybe you are in a regular job and you would like to reach a certain stage, or you would like to get a specific type of work. This is the question I would like you to ask. If you are thinking about whether to quit your self-employment or not, first of all, decide how much time you want to give to it. 1 year, 2 years, 5 years? Think about how much time. Then the question is, if you have doubts, and this is applicable to any career goal, if you have any doubts, then The doubts could be either some kind of fear or intuition. When it comes to fears, fears are based on irrational doubts. They are not typically based on the reality, maybe a little bit reality, but a lot of story making. So you want to find out, am I just afraid that I'll fail, I won't reach there, or I will run out of money, or whatever it is? Is that just a fear? Or it is intuition? Do I really have the ability? Or I'm just afraid that I'm not good enough? So is it fear or intuition? That's a very valid question. If you're moving more towards peace, happiness, harmony kinds of goals, what is coming in your way? Again, is it fear and anxiety? Do you feel afraid of things? What do you feel afraid of? Or maybe it's one of the six enemies. What are the six enemies? Desperation, anger, pride, temptation, jealousy, or greed. What's coming in your way? So have these questions somewhere in your mind, and then we'll start meditating. We are going to meditate for about 10 to 12 minutes, or maybe 15 minutes. As I said, start with the question and then see what thoughts come to your mind. Remain aware in an open way of whatever images, whatever feelings come to you. This is an open awareness meditation. However, we are primarily going to focus on the thoughts, but we'll start at the question. So at this point, I would like you to close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. And now, first, pay attention to your breath. Bring yourself here. Just simple. How is my body receiving the breath at the moment? Breath in, breath out, attention to the breath. The soul, the life, attention to the life, here and now at the moment. And now, gently, very gently, without desperation, without stress, just sort of wondering about the quest, about where you would like to go. And if there is something coming in your way, if there is any question, one of the questions that I had raised, allow that question to come to your mind. It's just a question. No need to feel anxious about this question. If anxiety comes to your mind, just notice this will pass too. And start with that question in your mind. And then see what thoughts come to you. And let's do a thought awareness meditation with openness to whatever else comes to your mind, including any analysis. Just notice. No need to take any action or actively analyze. If that happens, just notice and go back to the thoughts. Let's begin. If your mind is wandering around and if you are not aware of whatever was going on, that's okay. Bring your mind back, your attention back to the question where you started, or if there was any thought that had come to your mind. If you're engulfed into emotions or feelings about this question, just notice this will pass too. What thoughts are coming to me about this? If your mind is wandering around, bring it back. Bring it back to whatever thoughts are coming to you. If there is any anxiety about the thoughts that are coming to you, that will pass too. Feelings will pass. Just pay attention to what thoughts are coming. Notice the feelings. Give the feeling a name. And then pay attention to what thoughts are coming to you. Bring your attention back to where you started, to your thoughts. The waters of your mind are calm and quiet. And given that they are calm and quiet, you may be able to see the bottom of this pond. You may get some kind of insight, some direction, some explanation may just come to you, or it may not. Not this time. You're allowing your attention to hover around whatever thoughts are coming to you. You're not doing any active analysis with any purpose, just paying attention to the thoughts that are naturally arising in your mind. Calm and quiet, attending to the thoughts gently without stressing over it, simply noticing. Bring your attention back to where you started. Gentle attention to the thoughts. Where are your thoughts taking you? What grabs your attention? Is it giving you any direction, explanation? Feelings come, feelings go, thoughts arise. All this has some purpose, but it arises and go. And now with this, come back to your breath again and pay attention to the breath. And in your mind, say the line 3 times. Breathe in, I smile. Breathe out, I'm okay. Breathe in, I smile. Breathe out, I'm okay. Breathe in, I smile. Breathe out, I'm okay. And now, if you have any question, comment, or if you just simply want to say hello, please write here, make the comment here. Meanwhile, there are a few things I would like to tell you about this process. Number one, although I'm raising questions, I would like it to be very clear to you. The idea is not to find answers in a desperate way. The idea is not that every time you meditate for 10 minutes, you'll get an answer and you will feel nice and peaceful. You may or you may not. But the idea is to find the answers or allow the answers to come to you, allow the insights to come to you in a natural, organic way. Mindfulness is about paying attention, about calming and quieting down, no stress, simply noticing. And when you do that with your mind and you open up your mind to whatever is coming to you, that's the time when you get answers sometimes. So, very clear, no desperation, no stress. That's not the purpose. Second thing is, you may or may not experience pleasantness. But if it is unpleasant, that's okay. Don't worry about it because it's going to go away. Unpleasantness doesn't stay forever, and pleasantness doesn't either. But unpleasantness, do not worry about it or be afraid of it because it will go away. Eventually, it will pass too. Once you know that for sure, you do not need to be afraid of it. If fear and anxiety is coming to you, simply notice. No need to suppress, no need to express it by getting out of the meditation or doing something right away. Just simply observe. So I hope this is very clear. And if there is any question about it, please let me know. Now I'm going to ask you guys to do one thing. When you meditate, whatever thoughts came to your mind, if I would suggest make a note of it, write it down. If you want, you can also email it to me because what I'm going to do is I'm going to record it under your name. So the whole process of next 3 months will be recorded for you. So if you wish to be recorded, please email me what direction, what thoughts, or no direction, or feelings, whatever came to you, whatever process you went through. Do email me. Now, before I stop this session, I'm going to tell you a story. I'm not going to explain this story. What I would like you to do is when you listen to the story, you interpret what this story means. And you also tell me what you think this story, how do you think this story is related to what we are trying to do. Email me your interpretation to this story. So the story goes as follows. In the old days in India, there used to be a lot of little monkeys, langurs. Even now, in fact, in a lot of places, there are these languages. But I'm talking about the days when the, these monkeys, when they were, because monkeys are revered in Hindu religion, people did not want to hurt them or kill them. They simply wanted to catch them and either put them away to some other place, or sometimes they were used as entertainment. So, how to catch these monkeys? So, this is what used to be done. They used to have a cage, and the cage, there was a hole in the cage where the monkey could put his hand or her hand inside the cage. There would be a banana hanging in the cage. Monkeys, they love bananas. So whenever the monkey would come and see the banana, the monkey would put his or her hand inside, grab hold of the banana, and would try to take the banana out. But the hole in the cage was such that there was no way to get the banana and the hand out. Monkey would struggle, would not let go of this banana. And while it was struggling and not letting go of the banana, somebody would notice, they would come and catch hold of this monkey. The monkey would be imprisoned, desperately trying to hold on to the banana, grab the banana and get it out, would make that monkey lose its freedom. Now, how is this particular story related to what we are trying to do and what it means to you? Let me know. I'll wait to get here an email from you and we'll talk about it next time when we have our session. Meanwhile, the thought awareness meditation that we did, do it at least once before we have our next session. At least once. If you want more, at least once, I hope that you leave whatever amount of time you require, maybe 1 hour, maybe 2 hours. If you don't have that much time, whatever time you have is enough. But I suggest that maybe on some day, just leave whatever time and start meditating, and you may get an answer to your question. The times when you are not doing the thought awareness meditation, try to do the breath and body scan, breath awareness or body scan. Decide the time, 2 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever number of minutes you have, and then try to do it for that amount of time. More you practice, better it will get. Better as in your negative feelings will be reduced, the positive feelings will be increased, and whatever you are trying to get to, wherever you're trying to get to, you will feel a little more control of your own feelings, thoughts, and your own process. With that, enjoy, and I'll see you next Thursday.